You know what I mean? I forgot your dumb ass. But all right. This is CWTFB Radio.
Take an insult and just roll with it.
It builds character.
Right into it.
It builds character, my nigga.
Keep this one.
I am your host, Charlie MaSheen, alongside my right-hand man, Cash. No motherfucking buddy. What's good,
I'm here
baby?
to borrow something, Mike.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right, man.
I know it's your payday.
I just got a button. Actually, it's not.
No?
But I got a bonus today.
Oh, yeah?
And I wasn't expecting it.
Ooh.
But you know when white people give you money, my nigga,
Toast,
you always
my
got to
nigga.
look at that shit
Oh,
a little
oh, yes, yeah.
side-eyed. It's like, did I earn this?
What's happening next?
Yeah, right. Do I still get Sundays off?
That's how they got on the ship,
right,
bro.
Right.
That's
But
how
you know-
it happened. Yo, that's fucked up. It's the truth. I think about it all the time.
That was heavy.
I think
we
about it
just
all
got
the time.
started. We just got started.
Did we even do the
We didn't even do always
Come on,
sponsored
promote,
by
baby. Details?
Details Car Audio and Auto Detailing right on 925.
Get
Turnpike
clean,
Street,
baby.
Canton, Mass, man. Run up in there for all your detailing needs, interior, exterior waxes, clay waxes, audio interiors, truck accessories, motorcycle accessories, all of the above, man. We're going to keep you looking clean, fresh, laced, and all of that, man. But we back, episode 76.
Woo.
76. What's up with you, bro? What's new?
76ers choked. Talking about 76.
What happened?
Oh, man, they gave it
Who was
up.
they playing?
Atlanta.
Okay.
Trey Young, boy. Trey Young.
Oh, is that why everybody was riding him today on Twitter? I just kept seeing his name. I don't, you know.
He's a
I'm
winner.
shit.
He's a winner. Yeah. Like, playoffs is heavy right now, but a lot of niggas is hurt. But there's also people who are shining. Paul George had a good game. Everybody will hope for Pandemic P to choke. Pandemic P held it down. Won game 5, and then we got Chris Paul. Chris Paul, bro, I don't know if you've heard, but Chris Paul is in COVID protocol. So I think he got COVID. He got the vid.
Okay.
And
How's
it's
he
still
doing?
real.
Okay.
It's still real, obviously, but that nigga can't play no more.
Wow.
And it's fucked up.
Like he's fucked up by it, or it's
No,
just that he can't be around
he
people?
can't be around
Okay.
people, like, because of the protocol, and you know what I mean, he can't play, and it's just messed up because it's like, yes, he tested positive, but it's like they showed like 2 different memes. It was like a meme for LeBron James's test. It was like the nigga who's standing outside security who's barely touching niggas, like doing
shit.
that, and it was like Chris Paul's test. It was 6 niggas in the laboratory, like trying to get the shit. Yeah, that's how I feel like it was, like, cause Chris Paul's always been jinxed. Niggas know, but
Choke artist.
yeah. Nah, not a choke artist so much, but he was gonna
He's
win
just
one.
unlucky.
He was gonna win one this year if he was gonna be able to play, but because of that,
You know what's
it's
crazy,
tough.
my nigga? Week after week, my nigga, you start talking about sports, and I try to stay in tune, nigga, and I just really
I
don't
know.
give a fuck. Like, you
I
know
know.
what I'm saying?
I know.
Like,
I know. I'm
just-
trying to.
I'll be
think-
like trying to, like, you know what I mean, feel you.
I remember because remember when
But it's
Kwame
like-
Brown shit happened.
That was funny because
Yeah,
it was spicy.
I know
right?
you love that
I
shit.
loved it because I love the fuck
I
shit.
know. Like,
more fuck shit, right? Glenn Davis, my nigga, big baby
Ooh.
Davis. He was talking about the nigga Kyrie.
oh yeah,
When he said that's what Kyrie get
for
some
stepping
shit,
on the
Lucky.
lep. Nigga, that's why I
yeah.
wore the green. Nigga,
That's
can't
not why
step.
you wore the green.
Nah, I know, but it's funny you bring it up. But I mean, you can't step on the leprechaun, nigga.
So I feel like it's 2 sides to that.
Nigga, come on, bro.
How you gonna celebrate a nigga getting injured?
He's not celebrating.
That's,
it,
I mean,
bro.
that's what he was saying. He was like, karma played its part. Like saying he deserved it.
You're saying he deserved it.
That's
He didn't
basically
say.
what he said.
That's not basically what
I mean,
it
bro,
happened.
that's-
It's not like he said after he stepped on it before the injury, nigga, you better hope he don't get injured for
He said
stepping on that leprechaun.
Lucky got his. That's what he said.
I mean, bro, it's fucking funny.
Yeah, it was. It was funny. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
It's wreck. Like,
I enjoyed it.
Like, it's wreck. I mean, it's just happens to be that it's Glenn Davis and he gets 1,000 followers for no reason.
Right.
But nonetheless,
We enjoyed Glenn Davis like when he was on the Celtics, but it was cool watching him.
he cried on the bench.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Garnett made him cry
I
on
really
the
thought
bench.
he was slow. Like, no bullshit. Like, he
Like-
was one
like
of them slow
that,
niggas
like-
that could play.
Like that
Like
shit
the nigga
right.
that you like was scared to get hit by.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
you know he was
yeah.
strong as fuck. Nigga.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, nah.
That's when I knew that team was a championship team. That's a brotherhood right there. When a grown man can make another grown man cry on live TV, and he sits there and he
That's
says,
how you know he's slow. Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying. Right?
yes. He looks like there was 4 windows on his bus, but that's another story,
man.
bro. I mean, he still he was a good ball player, especially in
Yeah,
the
he was
Big
cool.
Three. He
He
did
was-
the Big
he was
Three.
good
Did
for
you
us.
watch the Big Three?
Nah, never.
It's old niggas playing ball. He was one of them.
What's up, man? Keep that dream alive. You know what I'm
Ice
saying?
Cube.
Yeah.
What else you got?
What else you got? Yeah.
I ain't got nothing else.
Yo, Michaela Miller, man. They deemed that situation to be a suicide.
Yeah.
And now mass lawmakers are banding together to do another investigation.
Oh.
Which I love.
Because we don't believe it was a suicide.
We don't know what the fuck happened with that situation, man. Like, I don't believe it was a suicide. I think there was foul play. We don't know. I don't want to speculate, but you know, something just don't feel right about this case. You know what I'm saying?
It's where it happened. Like it's mad shit to it that always just fucks me up. I don't like looking into the story about it because like they keep everything out. You know what I mean? All they talk about how's they're ruling as a suicide. So all the stories that you're gonna read now.
It's like, why is it that's just what we're leaning towards. Like that's it. You know what I mean? So hopefully they find out what goes out. You know what I mean? What actually happened, what went down that night. R.I.P. Michaela Miller. Shout out to her family. So we gonna get straight into it, my nigga? Like,
I ain't got much else.
What else I got?
You got something?
Nah.
Anglo-Saxon assassin ain't got shit?
Nah, I'm not gonna assassinate the Saxons today, man. But it is funny, nigga. There's this one nigga at my job.
It's Juneteenth, man.
Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me that, my nigga.
You said Saxon assassin. I thought.
Yeah.
You know, when I was talking to a bunch of whites today.
Juneteenth is on Saturday.
And
today's.
But listen, me and a lot of black people were like, yo, happy holidays, dog. Have a good, you know what I mean? We were happy and proud to say it.
Okay.
And then
Just
I
the
said
black
it, and and I said it to like, yo, happy holidays. She's like, holiday? I'm off tomorrow. What's the holiday? It's like Juneteenth. Oh, yeah, that's new. I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, that's
it's
new.
New, nigga.
You know,
I
seen a meme earlier today that said, you know, Juneteenth is a national holiday now. So you're going to start seeing all this apparel in Walmart, Target.
It's true.
For real.
Yeah, which is good.
When we've been blacking since, I don't know when, right?
But fuck it.
And now it's a mainstream thing, and more Saxons are going to capitalize off it. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah.
Saxon. This nigga at work, my nigga, like dead ass. Every time I see him, I'm like, Saxon. And like, he just be mad confused. He's just like, what the fuck is wrong with this
You gotta
nigga?
slow it down for him. Socks. Son.
I walk in, I say, good morning, like, yo, what up, my nigga? Good morning. Good morning. I see him, I'm like, Saxon. Yo, my nigga.
You so flagrant.
Oh my God. Yeah. It's fun. But today being 6/17, right? And then Juneteenth is in 2 days. I think it's very appropriate for who we got in the building tonight.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody who represents Mass very well on a local and national stage. Somebody who got many different bags. You know, and the crazy thing about it, my nigga, is that when you're from, you know, a place like Massachusetts, my nigga, there's so many different, you know, other metro cities and things of that nature. And then you hear names, and then you start to hear them again and again and again, especially from outside sources. And then you realize this dude's in my backyard. Mm-hmm. He's Grammy nominated. He just dropped something. Immigrant of the Year. Everybody and anybody, put your hands together. Give your undivided attention, my nigga Caliph. What's good, baby?
How you doing? I appreciate the shout out, appreciate the love.
You know that.
I actually won the Grammy.
Oh, you won the Grammy?
Yeah.
My fault.
Yeah.
My fault.
Nah, it's cool.
My
It's cool.
fault.
Niggas be pressing me like, yo, you got to start saying that shit. Like, stop being humble about it. So it's me saying that shit.
Now you out here.
Yeah.
As you should.
And that was 2018?
Yeah, it was 2018 Grammy.
2018. What was the Grammy for exactly?
So I rap about being an immigrant and
Right.
growing up here with that struggle, and people took heed to like the music that I was making, and I was in DC protesting, and Spotify and like a bunch of people in the music industry were working on this project to raise awareness about DACA. I'm a DACA recipient, which means like I have to renew my papers every 2 years. Like I'm not fully legal here. So they reached out. It was Clive Davis's son, Doug Davis, who's also like a top like entertainment lawyer.
Okay.
Just shoots me he just tweets me. I'm in the booth like trying to figure shit out. He tweets me. I'm like, yo, who is this? I don't believe it. You think it's Cap? And he's like, yo, DM me. I DM him. He's like, yeah, I need you to be in Miami tomorrow for this album. Can you make it? I said, yeah, of course. Like, obviously.
Yeah.
He told me what he wanted to do. it was this record called the Immigrant song by Led Zeppelin.
Okay.
They did like a jazz version of it, and I rapped on it.
Right.
Then I ended up being on like 6 songs. They told me I was the only one really pursuing music as a DACA recipient like that, so they kind of made me the face of the album.
Right.
And then fast forward, we three Grammy winners. You know what I mean? Like three
Right,
Grammys.
Crazy.
Congratulations, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Because I read an article on that, and Variety did some shit on it.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was like 53. It was like
Yeah.
53 of y'all?
Yeah, on the album.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But not everybody was like obviously vocalists. There was like musicians.
Yeah,
A lot
of course.
Yeah,
Mhm.
a lot-
Like
most
53 of us. Some of us got like highlighted. Like some of us like the tracks. So it's like our name. Like there's a track
Yeah,
on
yeah.
there called Caliph, and then the next track I did. And then like it was just a few of us that really pursued music like that. So the rest kind of played an instrument. They came and just took part, did background vocals. But they thought it was important to get DACA recipients to create this album because it was to
Right.
raise awareness about it while
Right.
like Trump was trying to rescind it and like pretty much make us go back from like what we got to nothing. You know what I'm saying? So. You know what I
Hey
mean?
man, well shit, I'm happy you still here, my nigga. Where you from originally, man? Tell the people.
I was born in Senegal, West
Senegal.
Africa. Yeah, but I'm Ghanaian, Cape Verdean, and Portuguese. I'm
Right.
like a mix of all these things. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So Senegal, how old was you when you left there?
I left Senegal when I was like 5 and a half, something like that. Yeah.
You know, it's funny, man. My brother, he went to school with some people that was, Senegalese, and
Damn, I didn't even know how to say that shit.
And,
Senegalese, nigga. I was
and
gonna
when
fuck
he,
that up.
and when Akon came out, right, he goes, he's like, it's so crazy. I went to school with like 3 niggas from Senegal who all sound the same way as this nigga Akon. Right?
They have a distinct voice.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
like, how is that? And he was just like, I guess it's just the pitch and whatever, but whatever the case may be.
They got like a lot of people from Senegal have a distinct voice and they're
Yeah.
like super dark. Like,
Right.
like Akon is. Yeah.
So do you speak? Is that what the
Yeah, I
language
speak
is called, Senegalese?
the native language of Senegal is called Wolof.
Okay.
I speak. It's actually what the whole jollof rice come from. Like,
Okay.
The original rice is from Senegal. It comes from
Oh,
Wolof.
shit.
like,
See,
the
we get
Wolof
history
people.
lessons, nigga.
Yeah.
Shout out Senegal.
I speak Wolof. We also speak French because it's the language of the colonizers there.
Right,
you
of
know
course.
What I'm saying?
Saxons.
So I speak French, Wolof, like English, some Spanish, and some like Cape Verdean Creole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, bro. Like,
What's up?
Pull this mic like towards
Pull it up
you.
like this.
Yeah. Word.
All right, we
Like,
good. You
yeah.
can hear me better now.
Yeah.
Mic check.
Yeah. Bad,
All right, word.
But all right, so cool, man. Growing up in New Bedford, you're from New Bedford, man, and I know there's a rich history of a lot of Portuguese, Cape Verdean people out there. There's even like a museum or something like that. Out
Yeah,
there, right?
the Whaling Museum.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
about
yeah.
the history of like
about how Portuguese and Cape Verdean
Cape
people
Verdeans came over,
migrated
yeah.
over here and things of that nature, man. So what was that like growing up over there, and like where'd you first get your musical influence?
it made it easier to like grow up there because I'm already like Cape Verdean, Portuguese, and African, and there were a lot of Africans, Cape Verdeans, and Portuguese.
It's
people
right
there.
up your alley.
So yeah, it felt like home. But I actually started listening to music and like really being into rap in Africa.
Okay.
It's kind of weird, like being
How old
5.
are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Guess. I be asking people to guess. People can never.
27.
Word? Shout out to you.
27?
Nah, I'm 31.
Wow.
yeah. Nah, niggas don't
Okay.
ever know that.
All right, so you might
Yeah.
have died. He said, all right, well, good
Yeah.
shit, my nigga.
But yeah, so like when I was like 5, 3, I went to my first rap concert at 3. You know,
Okay. Oh,
being in
shit.
Africa and being 5 is like being 15 in America.
Who
Like,
was it?
It was this dude named Baba Mal and this group called Positive Black Soul.
Okay.
Baba Mal's more of a singer, like a folk singer.
Okay.
And then they were like a rap group that was on the come up and shit. So yeah, pulled up on that. I was 3.
nigga, 3.
So like,
You was 3. Who was
Yeah.
you with? You was with the squad.
nah, I was with my next door
Squad,
neighbors.
nigga, what you mean?
Pretty
Niggas
much,
was
I guess
shitting
my
on
next door
themselves.
neighbors, like,
Squad.
like my homie who's like slightly older than me and his 2 older sisters brought us to the show.
That's crazy. my
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah.
And you remember that?
Yeah, vividly. I
mean,
remember.
Would you forget that at 3? Being at a fucking live concert, my nigga.
Yeah,
was wild,
probably
too.
not.
At 3
Definitely
years old,
wild.
bro. That you ain't gonna forget that shit.
Nah, not at all. Especially the way, like I said, being like 5 in Africa, like as weird as it sounds, it's like being a 15-year-old here. Like, it's nuts. Like I done threw parties. I had like a rooftop party before leaving. I left at 5 and a half. So that gives you like a
Nigga said I
clue.
had a roof. Who did you invite?
The whole crew.
like who was there, my nigga?
Everybody like around the same age and a little older. I was like usually the younger guy with the older guy. So
Right.
I'm like,
That
that's like a
shit's crazy.
15-year-old hanging out with 60, 17, 18-year-olds.
Nigga
Like,
said that.
but it's just because like we naturally have to develop faster.
It's like
Like,
the
we have
island,
more
bro.
freedoms and shit.
It's
I mean,
like the island.
Of course.
yeah, I could go to the store, buy my uncle's cigarettes, and get scratch tickets and
Right,
shit, and come
right.
back. Like it's light. So you
Nigga.
naturally have to be responsible. You know what I
You
mean?
go back?
Nah, I haven't been able to actually, but this year I'll be able to. This is actually gonna be the
true.
first time I'll be able to.
Really?
This year,
So
yeah.
what happens this year?
I mean, well, they're gonna pass a law to give us our papers, like our green cards. But I'm like, when you're a DACA recipient, you can apply for advanced parole.
Okay.
But while Trump was in office, he got rid of that completely. So now that he's gone, I can like apply for that and leave and come back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can leave and come back and
Your
shit.
guy.
You know, so.
Keep going, man. This nigga, I mean, he always trying
I
to do
can
the
tell he
Trump
trying to
shit,
start
my nigga.
some
He's always
shit.
trying to do
He's
the
like,
Trump
yeah,
shit.
your guy.
He's always trying to do the Trump shit because I voted for Trump this past election.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But you wasn't considering this part of
I
him.
wasn't.
It usually be like that.
But
yeah.
you know, that's not my reality, and I don't feel bad about
No,
it.
no,
It's
no.
just-
I'm laughing about
it's-
it.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't
It's-
expect
it's
you
like, that's what people vote for, right? Like what they have in mind, their best interest. But anyway,
Yeah.
continue, my nigga, because I'm actually very intrigued
I
by
forget what I was
this
saying. Yeah, so
Talking
like
about-
I
Going
can fly
back.
home
Yeah,
now.
right.
Like I'll be able to apply for it, and then you
Okay.
can like fly home for 2 years and shit. It's the same thing as like being able to be here.
Well, did that bar you from traveling anywhere else outside the country?
Yeah, I can't leave the
couldn't-
country.
you
You
couldn't leave
can't.
the country.
I mean, I could leave. It's coming back. Like
That's the
you know, I
problem.
grew up here. Like
Yeah.
my life is here. So if I leave, and I'm still like not fully legal, I don't have a green card. You know, I'm a
You haven't
DACA
been
recipient
overseas
since I've been here. Nah.
Wow.
They look at you leaving the airport. You sure?
Yeah. Like,
You sure you going?
yeah, nah, it definitely affects your life. Like
Yeah.
it affects like, you know, the way you go through life. Like even like growing up, I had to be super low key about shit. Like I couldn't talk about what I was going through. Cause obviously like we're hiding the fact that our whole family's illegal. Like ain't nobody out here like, hey, I don't
Yeah.
got my papers. Like so I had to like hide that shit, you know, growing up.
It's true. That's why people migrate to, neighborhoods that they know is, in a situation like theirs, and
I
like
get
that.
it.
That's why a lot of immigrant Haitians, come to the same areas because like I know there's immigrants there, nigga.
Right.
We going there, nigga. Yeah, it's a fact.
So, how many albums have you dropped thus far? Because
Well, I guess this is my first official album. Yeah,
right.
but like when I was in high school, I dropped a tape with my boys, and we dropped another tape. And then like when I first started coming to Boston around 2013, I dropped the tape.
Right.
But since then, I've been kind of just like dropping singles. Because to be real, I didn't want to waste my music. You know what I mean? Like that's really as real as it could be for me. Like I didn't want to just drop again for like the area. And I knew I had to get my marketing up. I had to get like the right deal. I had to get the right situation. So I really developed this album while waiting. Like whatever was a Lucy, throw it out there. Something for people to hear. I would perform some songs and like see how people take heed to it.
Right.
And that's how I really built out like my track list for this album. And like it took a while because like in the middle of it, I lost my papers because your boy Trump, I lost them. Had to like kind of start life over. You know what I mean? Like,
your boy Trump now?
I mean, because I mean, you know what I'm saying? Nah, no hard
my
feelings.
mans, right?
No hard feelings. I mean,
My man
everybody.
Donnie.
You not
Everybody
Kodak.
do.
You not Kodak on me, but
Look.
Everybody has their own like. I learned to find peace in that. Like I know I got homies that were like Trump like supporters, and they would like hit me like, "Yo, bro, like I'm my bad, bro. Like I know what you're going through, but for my life, this is
It
like
made-
the best thing for
right,
me."
right.
I'm like, "Word, do your thing." Like I'm like, but like don't be surprised if my energy's a little different, cause like
Right.
at first it might fuck me up. You know what I'm saying? But now that he lost, I mean, I'll be in their faces. And shit.
Nigga lost.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean, I'm not taking them niggas to Africa with me. You feel me? Feel me?
Oh
I'm like,
man.
well, all right.
Set
Okay,
up,
bro.
Get lined up.
But it's real life shit. We all I'm sure everybody here knows somebody that's been illegal, that's gone through the trials and tribulations of that. You know what I mean? Like most of us here probably have family members that go through that. You know, so it's just important, and we don't have anybody to speak for us because we have to hide and we have to be quiet. So I really try to take it upon myself in hip hop to be like the voice for that shit. You know what I'm saying? And,
And
speak
that's
for
why
us.
you called the album Immigrant of the Year.
Yes, exactly.
You took it upon yourself to just promote yourself to Immigrant of the Year.
Yeah. Because I mean, like we're just like we always have to teeter-totter around the topic. You know what I mean? So it's like it's kind of like a way of saying like, yo, I'm brave enough to not do that. Like whatever happens. You know,
Right.
I'm gonna talk about this shit. You know, like it's like it gets political every time. Like people think I'm a political rapper. Nah,
Right,
like
no.
the topics I rap about, I guess, but like I'm a human being. Like I rap about my life and struggles. It is what it is.
You know what's ill about you is you can make conscious sounding rap sound lit. You know
Appreciate
what I mean?
that.
Not
Thank
too
you,
many
bro.
people can go that route. Like yeah, I mean you it'll make you bop, and then you like listen, and you're like this nigga
oh,
actually
snap.
this motherfucker spit.
Niggas dropping knowledge
This motherfucker can rap
on
rap.
some
Nah, I be
booty bouncing,
like-
nigga.
trying to do that. That's my thing.
right, bro, and I love it, my nigga. So
I
like,
appreciate that. Appreciate that.
walk us through your creative process with the Immigrant of the Year, man.
Well, I guess first thing, I don't write nothing down. I just be like in my head with it.
Yeah.
So it's just about like the beat. The beat is really kind of like the yin to the yang, like to what I do to it. So
It's the blueprint.
once it hits, I just like start walking around and just kind of like brainstorming about shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then things hit. And usually, like, it comes all at once. Like, one line leads to the next. You know what I'm saying? If you've ever written raps before, like, one line leads to the next.
Right.
So I used to write, like, but I lost, like, 2 phones with, like, 300 notes each type shit. Like,
300 notes.
yeah, like, so, like, I was like, you know what? At this point, you're memorizing them by the time you're done. Might as well just start writing in your head.
Like, never
So
again.
So now it's actually better for me because I feel like I'm capturing the moment rather than just, like, capturing the lyrics, you know? So, like, usually I record it in the moment or, like, if I can't, I'm just kind of remembering the moment to go back and then,
remembering the moment.
Yeah, that's kind of what it feels
amazing.
like. Yeah.
I like the way you described that, man. When I was talking to Dion, right?
I'm assuming you don't smoke weed.
I do.
Oh, wow.
It's funny. I be telling
impressive.
niggas when I'm in the booth and I'm smoking, like niggas be like, yo, what are you doing? You about to write in your head and you smoking? I'm like, yeah, that's like balling with ankle weights. So it's like that way when I'm in the rooms that I really need to not, I don't smoke, then my shit moving faster. You know what I'm saying?
That's like shooting your gun drunk at a gun range, nigga. And like,
I don't know if that's the same.
So
yeah,
when
nah,
you
yo,
drunk,
he's
so when
different
you-
with it.
So when you drunk, so
He's
when
real
you drunk,
different
so
with
when
it.
you drunk out, you got your aim still, nigga.
Oh, okay.
You feel me?
I don't know if it works like
It's
that.
like, you with me? Thank you. You feel me? You niggas think you slipping, but you on point, nigga.
Nigga said all of that, man. But I was about to get somewhere with this.
I sidetracked you.
You did. You definitely
That's what I'm
did.
here for.
I
my
think you was
nigga.
bringing up Dion.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I was talking to Dion Chase, shout out my nigga Dion Chase.
Shout out Dion. That's the homie.
I was asking him about, like, how do you write and things of that nature? Do you write with notepad? Like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, I don't, but my man Caliph do, man. He's a fucking beast with it. And,
I
know,
missed that.
that was another cosign that led me into more of your music.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? And, because the what you won the Grammy for, like, when I, looked for it and I was searching for it, like, it was a lot. There was a lot going on with it, right?
Yeah,
so I was
yeah.
like, okay, this is different, right? But it was kind of like, shout out to dude, you know what I mean? But then when Dion Chase, it's funny how when somebody that refers something to you,
Yeah, it's different.
once he said that, I was like, all right, I done been hearing this nigga's name way too much.
Yeah,
my nigga.
yeah.
I'm fucking snoozing, my nigga.
Word.
So, and I looked into your shit, man, and I'm legit a fucking fan, bro.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. It means a lot, man. I be just trying to give people entertaining music, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
But, obviously try to, like, say something,
Yeah.
So if hearing that means a lot to me because, like, you got to, like, not expect anything. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, you got to just come to the room, do what you do.
Right.
And if you get the love, you get it. If you don't, then, you got more work to do, I guess, or whatever. Like, everybody's not going to love your shit, So I appreciate that.
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
real. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So personal life, man, you got any kids?
Nah, I don't got no kids. Nah,
No kids, man. Fuck them kids.
Nah.
man. I say it every
I ain't got
episode,
no
man.
kids, yo.
I mean, my daughter, man, like, I love her.
Yeah.
Don't talk about my
You know.
goddaughter. She's the best, man.
Yeah, she is. That's
Nah, I don't got no kids, but
my baby,
it's
man.
looking like soon come maybe. You know
Soon
what I'm
come.
saying?
Would you married? Single?
Nah, I'm not married. Nah,
Divorced?
nah, I got a
No.
shorty. We working on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's like, I'm fucking.
Okay.
Nigga.
And that's what's up, man. And so you're stationed in LA right now.
Yes, I'm in
right?
LA. Yeah.
How long you been in LA for?
Been LA, and I've been going back and forth with LA since like 2015.
Okay.
Like I was skipping the winters. Like as soon as like September, October hit, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, word.
Come back March, April type shit, And then like in 2018, like that summer, I officially went to LA.
Legit.
It felt like things were starting to pick up and
Right.
like things were getting real, and I needed to just be there. So I just decided to make the move. Yeah.
Shout out to another LA, resident, but Mass native in the building. My
Yes,
nigga,
sir.
Mighty Mouse.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Grammy family? Oh, Grammy nominated.
Still in the
Grammy
family though.
nominated.
Oh.
Grammy nominated.
Still in the family though. Still in the family. Yo, it's funny because when I got nominated before, like winning, like my homies are like, "Yo, put that on your shit." Like Grammy nominated. I'm like, "Nah, I'm gonna just wait. If I win or not, I'm gonna chill." They're like, "Nah, fuck that. You gonna have to wait a couple months. Niggas need to know that shit." I'm like, "All right."
But you know how big of a deal that is, my nigga.
Yeah, nah, it is. It's like it's funny because people sometimes that know me like be acting like I downplay it. You know, I don't. I just have like bigger goals. Like as much as like if I could be honest, you know, like I'm actually like I'm one of those people that like, you know, when they say shoot for the stars and like land on the moon, like I my goal is to change the world, right? So it's like something that's like so far fetched. There's no ceiling to it, you know. Which allows me to kind of push through things. Like having a Grammy is a blessing. Having Grammys, that's a blessing. But like I got bigger things to do, you know. Like I'm trying to actually like affect it, like my community in a positive way. That's more important than these accolades from these people. You know what I mean? Like, but I mean, it's a boost. It helps everything. You know what I mean? You walk in a room and then like Grammy Award winning, people's heads turn a little different. You know. But you also got to find peace with that because a lot of people get caught up in that. You know. So I think I just try to have a balance of like acknowledging it, but like, all right, that's in my pocket now. Let's just move on to what we got to do, which is like, it's a tool now, you know?
It's always about what you do next.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But I'm also thinking about it in the lens that this nigga lives in L.A. Niggas be straight guffing you about the Grammy.
Yeah, it'd be funny because...
Just pillows at your feet.
Yeah, it'd be funny because like, it's just, you walk in a room, right? People ask you, what's up? What do you do? You know what I mean? Oh, I'm a rapper. I rap, sing. I do Afro. Like, I do R&B, this, that, and the third. They're like, oh, word, that's what's up. We'll tap in. Walk away and shit. Like, same person talk to my management or talk to somebody else that knows what's going on. And they start giving them details. Like, oh, he's this, he's that. He's doing this, he's doing that. That same person comes back with a whole new energy. Like, yo, I was just talking to such and such. They told me more about you. Yo, what's up? Like, we really gotta tap in. It's like, all right, cool. Like, I mean, you gotta kind of like.
So you thought I was bullshitting that first type shit? Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's the name of the game, right? The accolades get you the respect. People want to get closer to that so that they could get, you know what I'm saying, their chance at it. I get it, you know, but it also definitely helps you discern like people's energy because like there are people who like it's the same energy, and I appreciate that. It don't matter, like, you know what I mean? I know niggas be like in people's faces, yeah, I'm a Grammy winner. I'll be like, yeah, me too. I'm chilling though.
Mount that shit on the front of my car, nigga.
Every state I go to, Grammy on the plate.
It's easy, nigga. You know fuck out of here. That's just impressive. Damn.
So what's your favorite thing about being in LA? And actually, before you answer that, why LA? Because I know LA's like mini Boston right now. There's mad niggas from Boston, Massachusetts, that's out there right now. Why LA?
Well, I was in New York for a little bit.
Okay.
And LA actually just reminds me of Senegal. Okay. Like that's the real reason. Like they're like I forget what they're called. They're like these pink. You know, Mighty. These pink flowers that grow on the side of buildings like everywhere. The last time I saw one of those, I was in Senegal. So I'm going to LA casually, and I'm seeing this, and it's just reminding me of home. And also, like, people in Africa, they build homes with cement. The same way, like, people from Mexican descent, like, their cribs are like, you know, the pueblos, like, it comes from, like, they build their homes with cement. A lot of the homes in LA are built out of cement. So just the whole vibe of it. It's a western coast, just like Senegal is a western coast. It just felt like a home away from home. You know what I'm saying?
I heard from an African why people build houses with cement. He said the fire dies in one room.
That's a fact. That's actually a fact.
And you know what's funny? He didn't say it like that. It was Shola from It's Lit Boston who said that, nigga. But when he said it, I imagined him saying it in an African accent.
Nigga. The fire dies in one room.
The fire dies in one room. No, you gotta roll your. The fire dies in one room. You know what I'm saying? You gotta roll your shit.
You gotta roll this shit.
Man. You gotta roll that shit.
But that's it. That is what it is.
That's so crazy, man.
Yeah.
And so what?
Genius.
There's a lot of similarities of LA and Boston, man. What do you think the top 3 similarities of LA and Boston is, man?
Sheesh. I mean, a cost of living. One for sure.
That's crazy.
Traffic, both like they both.
It's worse out there.
They both have traded places. Boston was once worse than LA in like the records. Yeah, they be trading places. Yeah, and I guess like because there are so many people from Boston out there.
Yeah.
Like you can go to an event and feel like you're in Boston. You know, so it's like you get that vibe still. You know.
Yeah.
Whereas in New York, like you get it, but now really it's a little different in New York. You know, but and I went to Miami too before going to LA. Just kind of like trying to be in different places creatively, you know. But LA seems like the place, really. Like,
that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Have you been to LA as an adult?
Yeah.
As an adult.
I haven't.
Yeah.
Last time I went to LA, I was 13 years old.
I went to go see Mighty.
That's right. Oh yeah, the
That
road
was-
trip.
Nigga, no.
Y'all went to Vegas and then.
Oh
and then went to
yeah.
LA?
We drove to Vegas. That
Yeah.
shit was That drive is dope. It was like
It's like 4
4 hours.
Yeah.
It's like Route 66 through a desert, pitch black, and then all of a sudden Christmas, nigga. Vegas.
All of a
nigga.
sudden Christmas.
Yo,
Yeah.
that shit was beautiful. Yeah,
I haven't been
LA
to Vegas yet.
Really?
No, I haven't. No.
Being in LA, that surprises me.
I'll be out
Yeah,
the way, man. On
they got
dubs.
mad signs, nigga. Come on, $10 bus to Vegas, nigga.
Facts everywhere.
I've been to Vegas 5 times, my nigga.
Yeah.
In a span of 2.5 years. I went to Vegas like a lot, and every time I went to Vegas, it was amazing.
I can see how niggas get comfortable in LA though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean-
Real quick, somebody told me that clubs close the same time as Boston and LA.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. That's the one
that
thing
I
about
didn't-
LA that surprised me when I first went.
So
2
New
a.m.?
York,
2
got
a.m.,
everybody
yeah.
beat.
Really?
Yeah, but it'd be the crazy house parties. It'd be a lot of speakeasies. Like you at a party, all of a sudden you talking to somebody. They're like, "Yeah, come to this mansion party." That shit's open till people fall asleep or wake
Right.
up the next day, type shit. So,
Right.
I think that's where like it doesn't really matter
Make up for
about
it.
that. Yeah, like
We ain't got that shit.
the house parties.
Come
are
to
busting.
Northeastern. Some fuck shit.
How long ago was that? Come to Northeast.
Every weekend it's a mansion party, especially during COVID, because like the strippers out there, like they lost their jobs.
Yeah,
But they started like throwing mansion parties.
of course.
Oh, they was getting a bag. You know what I mean? Like
pussy popping.
now, some of them ain't even trying to go back to the strip club. They're like, "Yo, we got these mansions. We
Yeah,
lit."
fuck
Like,
it. We own
you know
these
what I mean?
shits. now.
Exactly.
Shout out to them scrippers. Man, I love them strippers. Man. Everywhere we go. My wife loves strippers more than I do, man. It's
I'm
amazing.
bull-faced lying. Y'all know I don't like strippers.
My
Well, not that I don't like strippers. I don't
you
like.
like strippers. You
I
just
like.
don't
I don't like.
paying
Yeah.
for strippers. This
You
nigga.
caught me.
Yeah, I don't be personally. I don't be doing a strip club. I don't get it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What don't you get?
Like-
It's ass and titties.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm seeing it, like, I don't want to feel awkward about pursuing it for real. Like, if I'm seeing it, that's me. That's how I look at it. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So
like
it's
that.
like I'm not trying to be out here. You know what I'm saying? I will go to support. You know, like the girls that are like
Support
pursuing
black
it. You know what I'm
business.
saying? Nah, that's a real thing. You know, like.
Sport, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Go this. I went with my homie one time. He was like, "Yo, pull up, blah blah." Like, and I was like, "Ah, yeah, let me just throw this bread at these girls. That's cool. Like,
Yeah,
it is what
it's
it
only
is."
right.
Then I went home and handled my business with Shorty. Like, you know.
Absolutely.
So it's like,
But that's excellent. Right? You feel like you got 2 bitches when you're in the moment.
see,
You know
but
what I'm
that's the thing. I'm like, I don't. Then I remember, like,
Yeah,
no, you don't.
reality strikes.
Yeah,
nigga.
you know what I'm saying? Like, no, you
It's all
don't. I'm
fantasy.
like,
It's all fantasy.
yeah.
If I go to a strip club right now, I'm going with my wife, my nigga. That ass. But anyway, being from New Bedford, man, when it comes to the Boston scene, right? The Boston scene.
Yeah.
You integrated with a lot of people out here. Motherfuckers love you, bro. Was it
Definitely
always
get some
like
love out
that?
here. Nah. At first, it was like, who's this New Bedford nigga? Like, who
Right.
is this guy? You know? And I first got here. As soon as I got here, like, I started like dabbling into the scene, and I got into the 12 for 12 thing, like, which was like the 12 best rappers in Boston
Right.
for 2012. You know?
Right.
And that rubbed some people the wrong way. Like, oh, who's this dude?
This nigga
you know?
ain't even from out here.
Yeah, like it was
I
like,
would've
oh,
probably said some shit
yeah,
like that,
nah. I
you
mean,
know,
and it's understood,
yeah.
but I knew that, you know. So I also walked into every single cipher with a chip on my shoulder. Like, I gotta go crazy. Like, I
Right.
gotta let them know why I belong here.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because there was definitely some niggas from Boston that were nice that weren't in it. So they were looking at the situation like, wait, well, like, why you reaching outside the state? Blah blah blah.
Like who?
But I was there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you looking for spice? You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to say no names. So, yeah, I mean, I'm in enough trouble. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm the one that be saying this shit niggas don't want to say and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I said that with my best broadcaster voice.
Yeah,
like who?
that's how you catch some niggas. You know what I mean?
Like who? Niggas like, oh yeah, this nigga. Oh shit. All right.
Keep going.
How do you feel like you overcame that though? Like,
By just being consistent and being cool. Like, I knew that where the energy was coming from, and I just like I would like, my whole thing is like, if you giving me negative energy, first thing I'm gonna try to do is give you positive energy to like kind of like just cancel this shit out. You know what I mean? Now, if you don't reciprocate that, now I know to just separate myself from you. If you was continuing that energy, I wasn't dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? And if it was love, once you realize I was on some cool shit, like, then it was cool. You know what I mean? Like, one of the first homies, that's crazy at first, like, it was never bad blood, but my homie Av, the homie Avenue,
Shout
y'all know
out,
Avenue.
yeah,
Shout out Avenue. He, like, I remember before 12 for 12, like, I came to, I was at X Squared. Yeah, it was called X Squared on Newberry back in the day. It was like the same people that run Expressions. They had a store there. And one of my homegirls, Sarah Sabino, shout out to her. She's actually like a sneaker designer for like Adidas and all that. Yeah,
shout out Sarah.
Yeah, so she introduced us like, yo, this is my homie from the Bedford. He's a rapper. Yo, this is my homie from Boston. He's a rapper. Yo, Caliph just moved out here. He's nice. And then he looked at me like, yeah, I'm the nicest in the city though. I was like, all right, cool. Like I took that like I have, you know what I'm saying? But then like after a while, we was just like, it was just respect. It was like eye to eye type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like from that, when we both was in the 12 for 12 shit, like from that moment on, it was like, nah, I see you. Like I respect the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
you know, Av's be on some humble shit now, but back then, that Av, he would have been, he definitely would have.
But rightfully though, he was going crazy, like he was going crazy young, like way more than a lot of niggas that was his age. You know what I'm saying? Like
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely. He's been doing his thing, my nigga.
Oh yeah.
Who's your favorite collaborator from out here?
I mean, the only person I really collaborated with so much musically was Replay.
Okay.
Yeah, like
I love Replay, man.
You know, like I definitely like had a whole crew of niggas like I don't know if you know Original Kadeem. He's a part of my like our group that we had before called Good Karma.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't Kadeem from Mattapan?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how'd y'all link? Like how'd that happen?
Me just coming to Boston, just linking people. You know, like I link with the homie James Rogers. He's like a producer, like a rapper, artist himself. And we started this group, and he just knew mad people. He was like, "Yo, this dude's a spitter. This dude's a spitter. Let's start this group." And that's how we like kind of moved through the city. For a little bit, but yeah.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah, but Replay, that's my dog. Like, that's my dog.
So you be, rubbing shoulders, elbows with him out there in L.A.
Hell yeah. Like our friendship's beyond this music shit. Yeah, like beyond, like that's really my nigga for real.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like that's what I mean about the whole Lil Boston shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like, I'm surprised you and Mighty never linked up before, man.
Nah, we talked about it. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I be out the way, so sometimes it be seeming like I don't even want to link people, but that's not the case. I'm just actually out the way. You know what I mean? So I just be like chilling in the cut, doing what I got to do. You know what I mean? Now that the music's out, now I'm going to step out and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm here.
Hey, remember me? Go buy my album.
So now outside's open. You about to start performing, right?
Yeah, I actually just recently did a show with the Black Market. They did like their their anniversary.
That was Saturday, right?
Yeah. I ended up doing like a surprise performance. Shout out to Most High, Milk Shaw.
They got a Juneteenth event going on tomorrow morning.
Yep.
Over there
Saturday.
Oh yeah. My bad. Saturday.
I was right there with you though. Like
yeah. I know. It's gonna be lit. It should be good, man. I'm gonna stop by, man. I'm excited. I like outside. I like niggas, putting on the shows,
Niggas
man.
is outside.
Yeah, man. The shows is necessary.
That's kind of why I came back out here too, because I'm like, yo, it's opening up, music's out. Like I'd rather enjoy this with my people more than just like the randoms in LA. I definitely got a lot of my peoples in LA. You know what I'm saying? But it's good to be home. Like, have music out, the shit that people been like, some of the homies been waiting for.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It was definitely refreshing energy to be in Roxbury, like niggas pulling up, yo, Caliph, good shit on the out. I was like, all right, I appreciate that, Appreciate it, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, let's talk about the album.
You want to talk about the album? Let's pull
Let's
it
talk
up.
about the album.
Yeah,
we can dissect the album.
We could I like
Apple,
to dissect shit.
Because Apple be putting out like they put like stars. I don't know if it's next to like most played songs on the album.
I think that's what it is. Like the ones that got the most love. Yeah.
I was like, that's crazy, nigga. Because Pilates is my shit.
Nah, yo, it's interesting because it depends on the streaming service. Like,
oh yeah,
like it's crazy. Like some places, like Pilates is like top record. Some places it's bounce. Some places it's this record, that record.
That's my joint.
Yeah,
I don't know what
appreciate
my
it, man.
One is, man. It might be Dummy. I love Melanin. You know what I mean? You know me. I'm anti-Saxon. So Melanin is my shit. You know what I'm saying? I love white people, my nigga. I be talking shit. But
yeah, you do.
Pilates I love too, but bounce. Yo, bro, you got nigga the first one. Ride.
Yeah, Ride.
Yeah, Ride.
Like
yeah.
you started off crazy.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
just came in, nigga, like, yo, what up? Listen to me.
That was the goal of that record.
Oh my God, nigga, like, what was your favorite record on that?
It's kind of hard to say. Like at one point, each one of those were like my favorite records. But the first one that like when I did it, I heard it and I was like, yo, this is a one. Was Bounce, and that was like an early one.
Okay.
Because I felt like it's like the most balanced version of me. You get like the bars, you get the flows, you get the melodies, you get the breakdowns, you get like the storytelling. Like you get like a piece of every part of me as an artist on that record. But nah, Ride is personal because that's actually like the whole thing really personal. But yeah, like songs like Ride, Day to Day, Questions is really one of my like most true to me records, you know, especially the second verse on that. Like I really go into like depth, like how I think as a person. So yeah, I mean, it's just me as a record, to be real. You know, each song represents a different emotion from like trauma to identity. So it's like the journey I took, the mental health journey I took, like to like really loving myself and being like, you know what I'm saying, true to myself and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, because honestly, I got a question for him. Because I heard you you had a full ride scholarship.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
I mean, just not having my papers. Like,
Word?
I had a free ride by the time I was in the 6th grade. They did like a citywide competition and I won.
Oh, you smart.
To UMass Dartmouth. Yeah, I guess, yeah, you can say that. Yeah.
Smart as fuck.
I used to get straight A's and then C's on my penmanship. I was that nigga. But yeah, so then, you know, life goes on. You go through school and shit. You thinking everything's cool. We keep going back, talking to like, you know, the faculty, like, yo, he's not legal. Like, is he going to be good? They're like, yeah, don't worry about it. But between the time that I got it and the time that it was time to go to school, 9/11 happened. And after 9/11, they were not trying to educate immigrants like that because, you know, that's how they pinned it. They were like, oh, they came to school there and learned all this shit to use against us.
Wow.
So it was like a way to remove like the in-state tuition.
Wow.
That's
like
crazy.
so on and so forth from us. Like anything that was like to help us go to school was a dub on that. Like it was like, nah, no scholarships for y'all. Wow. So that was actually, it's funny you asked that. That was the moment that I like told myself like, yo, I got to actually do this. I got to speak for like us because in that moment, I felt like, you know, you always turn to music or your outlets to like kind of express what you're dealing with. And in that moment, I'm like, yo, there's no rap song that can really like tap into what I'm going through right now. I'm seeing my parents, the way they look on their face. Like, I mean, some of y'all may know, like our parents worked so hard to get us to this country.
Right.
So like to see like everything they worked for, like everything I worked for just plummet in that moment. They were like, yo, like, and I was like, all right, I want to take it upon myself to like change my life and their lives like a different way. I'm gonna rap my way to my papers. I'm gonna rap my way to like, you know what I'm saying? I gave him the Grammys and I was like, yo, here's a degree. Here's my version of a degree.
Fact.
It's like a music doctorate. Like you got that, you know? Like that's what that means to me. It's like giving something to my parents to let them know that like they didn't bring me here for nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Fucking get
So,
it, my nigga.
Nah, nigga, because that right there just shows like that ain't even your peak. That was never your
I'm
peak.
trying to go
Like,
crazy,
yeah,
man.
you was gonna go get the full ride and all that, but nigga, you got more shit to do, boy.
It's funny because the homie, he's also a producer, A-Dot from Brockton.
Okay.
Shout out to A-Dot. He signed to Wale. You know what I'm saying?
Shout
Every
out-
Blue
oh,
Moon.
yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have heard of A-Dot. Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out A-Dot.
I started
yeah.
making music with A-Dot and them. You know what I'm saying? He went and got the same degree that I was going for and then ended up getting a job and like plugged me that way. Like, yo, this kid knows what he's doing. He just couldn't get his degree. And it was around the time I got my papers, around the time the DACA hit.
Wow.
And then I just got into working as if I went through all that. So it was mad funny. It's like I started looking at it like I skipped any extra bread I was gonna have to pay. I skipped any of that college stress. Like I skipped through that whole programming.
That's just crazy.
You an honorary graduate, nigga.
Yeah,
nigga
bro.
straight up.
Yeah, so like, you know, life comes in different blessings, you know.
He's the honorary immigrant, my nigga. Like, yo,
Immigrant of the year.
Yo, immigrant
Every
of the
year.
year.
I love that
Every
shit.
year.
Okay.
That shit sticks more than ever right
love
now.
it.
Yeah.
Immigrant
yeah.
of the year, boy.
Yeah, we gonna shout out some people too soon. We got this thing coming where we gonna like shout out immigrants of the year, like people that like we know are like first generation or immigrants that are doing excellent things.
Right.
We're gonna do like some awards and shit like that. Cause
Is
it's
that
all
what the
about
shirt
highlighting
is?
us.
Is that with the shirt?
This is actually my nonprofit called Safe.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
about like
yeah.
the mental health and like, you know, the mental health of Black and immigrant communities. These shirts are actually like we just dropped these. All the bread goes to like Black and immigrant business owners, like the youth business owners, like
Give
the
it
kids in our
back.
neighborhoods. Pretty much, like we're trying to help them with their businesses, mentorship, like
Is
just
that
like
a label too? Because I realized that.
yeah, Safe is like my label.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's the label, the nonprofit, and the brand.
Okay.
That's my hive of things that I, you know, everything is based on a nonprofit. That's why the album's a mental health album.
Absolutely.
It's to bring that attention to what we're doing.
Yeah.
But like, just try not to make it preachy, not to make it like too like in your face with information. You know.
Still have a message.
Yeah, like just keep that bouncing and keep it fly. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
still have like something attached to it that gives back to the community. Yeah.
Nah,
so
you collabing that very well, my brother.
try my best, baby. Try my best, dog.
Major
For real.
salutes, nigga.
For real.
So what's next for you, my nigga? Like, what do you have in the works, man, that you want to share with us?
I mean, we got a lot of music. You know what I'm saying? The fact that like, it's been a while that I've been like working on music before dropping this tape.
Yeah.
There's a lot of music, you know, and I'm blessed to be able to say that I made songs years ago that are like resonating with the sound right now.
Right.
And I got way more. Like I got like the next 3 albums plotted out. You know what I mean? Probably have like half of like 2 of them. One of them's fully done. We just figuring out the packaging and all that, you know. But yeah, it's just a lot of music laying around that like kind of was the next step from what I already said, you know.
Right.
And I'm trying to go more into songwriting, you know what I'm saying, and more into like, you know, making better music for people to vibe to, you know.
Okay.
I try to be like if like Lupe and Lil Wayne did the fusion dance, that's who I try to be. You know what I'm saying? I always say that to people, like, yo, that's what I try to be. I try to fit that exact in between, like the important shit Lupe's saying, but with like this Wayne bounce and, you know, his vibrato and like his whole cadence is like in your face, like, what's up? It's fun.
Yeah.
But like, let's talk about this real shit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Nigga said the fusion dance.
Yeah. Shout out Dragon Ball Z. Man,
That's good,
you know?
nigga. Kakarot.
Kakarot.
Yo, so you're 31, man.
Yeah.
What does that mean for you, music-wise? Because I said some shit the other day on Twitter, right? And I wasn't talking about people like you.
Yo, you always ruffle with
Right?
mad feathers
I
on
said
Twitter.
something on Twitter the other day, and I want to talk about it because you're my age, right? So
Yeah.
I said if you're 28 or older, you shouldn't just be starting your music career. Meaning, if you went to the studio for the first time at 28 and you just conjured up this idea in your mind that I'm gonna do music, my nigga, you should have been started that shit.
Yeah,
At
yeah.
28?
Yeah.
That was 3 years ago, my nigga.
Yeah, nah.
Are you shitting me?
What if they nice? What if they happen to be nice? What if that same person's Benny the Butcher?
Okay, do you believe that rap is a young man's sport?
Not necessarily. I think like it was until like that changed, until it became the most popular music now.
When did it change?
Probably within the last 10 years. Like, really, I started seeing that. Like, around the time like Jay had retired, and then like he kept coming back. Like, I think 444 like had niggas like, nah, this ain't no young man shit. And then the Benny and them come out, and they're like popping on some shit now. Then Freddie Gibbs and them, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it gives it a whole different vibe to it.
You see, but the difference is that these niggas didn't start.
they
Yeah,
been
I mean,
rapping.
you should not start. You
been-
shouldn't
I
start.
You mean like wake out of bed? He
Yo,
was
my nigga, I know
driving
somebody.
school buses. Now he's rapping.
I know somebody that's a whole successful person, my nigga. Like 28 years old, mad successful. Got mad different shit going on, and all of a sudden they want to rap.
Okay.
Nah, it's not
All
the
right,
way.
that's- all
That's
right.
funny because like around 28 and 29 was the time that I was like in my head like, all right, yo, like we gonna run this album. If this shit don't rock out, just like fall back, do some other shit. Like keep making music for yourself because it's like breathing to me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But you gotta kind of. For me, like I was illegal. Like my shit was like I'm out here trying to figure my life out. Like yo,
it's a
yo, you
time
chasing this
crunch.
rap shit, bro? Like yo, you know what I mean? Like you don't even got your shit. Like you got to get right. And that's exactly around the time the Grammy shit started happening.
Wow.
And it was like almost like a reminder, like, yo, nah, you made for this
Wait a
shit.
minute, how
like,
many Grammys you got?
We got 3. We won all 3.
Fucking
You
Grammys.
won 3. Well, I mean, I see.
3 of them things.
You don't get one. You don't get one.
Nah, you get a certificate. Like I get a certificate for participating and being a part of the album. It depends on the category. Like,
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a jazz album, so the composer is the main artist.
Got
you
you,
know,
of course.
Right.
But yeah,
you was a
nah,
part
it
of
was
that.
absolutely. I'm
So
on
it don't
6
matter.
records.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
hell
Like
yeah.
they told me like they did like a music video documentary around us. Like they told me like, yo, like they brought me to the a pre-Grammy party. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was kind of interesting. It was like, yo, even the other like homies that were on the album were like, yeah, they treating you special. I'm like, yo, honestly,
I'm the nicest
you know
one.
what I mean? Like I don't
Were
know.
there
Like
any other rappers on there?
The fuck?
no other rappers,
Okay.
vocalists, like singers, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
But I think they just realized I was really pursuing this. And the homie, like, shout out to Doug, he took a liking to me, and he was just like, yo, like, if you deliver on these records, like, I'm gonna try to get you to the Grammys. He told me that day one. He was like, yo, you deliver here, I'm gonna try to take you there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm over here packing the bars, like, yeah, let's go, you know, trying my best, you know.
Nigga was having a career performance.
Straight, he was
Nigga
shining bright, nigga.
You know what I mean? On
All
Doug.
that.
The composer, he's always telling this story. He's like, yo, I walked outside and Caliph was just like walking in circles, just downloading. Cause that's kind of it. It looks like I'm just pacing. Or sometimes I'll just be looking at somebody. I'm not even looking at them. Like they think I'm looking right through them. I'm just
Rapping.
somewhere way going. I'm on like bar 8. Like,
Right.
yeah, okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
That's L.
they like realized that I really took the shit serious and like put me on more records, like, and then pushed me like through the music industry. Even like after they helped me get like a few meetings with some labels, like, and that's why we're here now. You know what I'm saying? Like in a good place. You know what I'm saying? We own our masters. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let's go.
Like that's something that I feel like a lot of people take for granted because it's like, oh, you own your masters, now what? Well, work them. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing a label would do. They'd work your masters if they own them. You know what I'm saying? It's property. So
Make them worth something.
Exactly. So it's just about pushing it. You know what I'm saying? Making it worth something, and then you could like play around with them. Like, oh, I'll give you this much of this for this much time. A lot of homies don't look into the game like that, you know. Even me, when I was like getting into like contracts, I had to go and learn, and I like yo, let me take this time to like peep the business. Niggas don't do that. In reality, like that'll save your life. You know what I'm saying? For real. Especially hood niggas, like. You running a whole business, dog. You running a whole business, and you the security. You paying attention every day.
And you the security.
Yo, because you paying attention every day. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? If you apply that mentality to something bigger than just like, you know, the streets and your block, like, that's a Fortune 500 mentality.
Facts, nigga.
So it's about just learning, bro. Take that time, dog. I mean, you learn how to cut up the rock and shit. Take that time to learn up the other shit.
Hey,
oh, dogs.
So they say
Allegedly.
they dropped it off, nigga.
So, what other artists are popping from New Bedford, my nigga? 'Cause I can't honestly say that I know any others. Do you?
Don't do that.
No, I'm not trying to be facetious. I'm not being facetious. I just don't know.
There's a homie, Sire Law.
Okay.
He like popped out of New Bedford. He gets a lot of respect out here. He gets a lot of respect in the game. He knows like a good amount of people. Back in the day, there was a dude named Betrayal, who like popped a little, and also the Tavares are from New Bedford. It's like the legendary like R&B group, like back in the day, soul group when it was soul. Like this group called the Tavares. They're from New Bedford. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There are a lot of like up and coming artists like that I know for the last like 5-6 years been doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Popping like I got my homie Jets. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
There's this other homie Quap. You know what I'm saying? This other homie Pasto. This other homie Bucks, BTG Bucks. Like these are all young cats that are like really rapping. Like you know,
young cats.
Yeah, like, I mean, they're like really rapping. Like they're really. Yeah, absolutely. They're really rapping and like it's a respect thing. We be in a room, they be like, yo, Leaf, get on the track. I'm like, yeah, of course. Like that's the thing niggas fail to realize. You kind of like got to work with the young niggas in your area because that's the only way people that know of you will know of more people in your area.
And that too, and that's the same way. That's a good way to get the young niggas tapped into you as well. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I feel like once you hit 30 in rap, you're a part of. Almost of like two different crowds.
Yeah, right? You are.
So, because you're young enough to still get around the young 20-year-olds, 19-year-olds, but you're old enough to have the respect of the 40-year-olds.
Yeah,
you know, and things of that nature because you're mature now, right?
Yeah,
well, you should be at least, right? You should have your shit together and things of that nature.
Of course,
so, do you ever think of yourself like thinking me like, damn, at the X amount of age, if it don't add up to X, nigga, I'm not doing this shit no more.
I mean, that's when the Grammy shit happened. Like,
but no. I mean,
like right now,
like currently.
Nah, I really think this is just what I am. That's who I am. At the end of the day, like, it's who I am.
Okay.
Like, you know, I said, it's bigger than the music. The music's a part of the safe thing I'm doing. Right. So like, I have like a goal, and the music is like the mouthpiece of it. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, it's a talent, something I could do. What I'm trying to get to is a point where I could just keep doing this for fun and keep dropping records and like people give me the respect, but like all my breach is coming from other shit. You know what I mean? That way it's like, yo, like because this brand that is Caliph now is in your face, I have all these other businesses. Now let me just rap for fun and just keep the shit rocking. You know what I mean? That's the goal. Like it's supposed to be like your attention grabber, the way the business world is now. You know what I mean? The sponsorships, the like investments, this, that, and the third. Like when people know your name and they associate with your face, like, oh yeah, this is this, that, and the third. You got to learn to flip that, you know?
Caliph, is that your real name?
Nah, Caliph is like actually, it means the same thing as my first and last name. My first name is Abdurrahman. It means like the servant of Allah in the Quran and in Islam. And my last name is from the Mandingo tribe. I'm actually a real life, like I'm a Mandingo, like descendant of Mansa Musa type shit.
Oh, shit.
So,
Nigga.
Yeah.
Your story's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, dog. So, you know.
We can't Google this shit?
Nah, I try to.
This story's not Googleable?
I seen his name and I was like, nigga, I ain't gonna try to say that shit, nigga. So I just thought Caliph was
that's
his
a long ass name, man. My first name longer than my last name.
How
I
many
think it's
letters
like
in your first name?
I think it's like 12 and 9 in my last name.
Come on, my nigga.
Yo, my nigga, you know what? No bullshit, nigga. Like, right? So,
You try to guess it?
look, no bullshit. We be getting mad like Indian customers come to where I work or whatever. And I got this one nigga. He's this older brother. He's hilarious because he be saying shit to be funny, but like only niggas to catch it. It was this Indian couple that came in. He looked at their name. He's like, "Wow, you have 20 letters in your name, right?" And he's like, "How do you say that, right?" And dude goes ahead and said it. And then he asked the wife, "What's your name?" Right? She tells him, and he was like, "All right, what can I call you?"
Yo, that's crazy.
That shit had me crying, my nigga. So, I mean, dog, like you know, like with your name, like you know what I mean. Like people ever ask you like when they meet you, they're like, "Oh shit, like where you from, bro?" Like
Yeah,
you know
nah,
what I'm saying?
people
Like,
do that.
That's like off the rip.
Where's that
nigga.
from? Where you from?
'Cause
Yeah.
that's just the conversation grabber right there, my nigga.
And I think also though, post like the 9/11 world,
Oh, that must
like
have been
people just know,
different.
you know. Oh yeah, like I remember 9/12 when I was a kid. I remember 9/12, like going back to school and having people looking at for a whole month being
What was
treated
that?
different.
That's
Nah, I'm
crazy.
actually making a children's book about that, just cause like I feel like kids like should,
9/12.
like I'm in middle school.
Kids are fucking mean.
Yo,
Kids
I'm
are
in middle
fucking-
school, but it wasn't just the kids; it was the faculty too.
Oh, I believe
like,
you.
I'm like a straight A student, answering, always participating. I'm naturally a shy person, but when I open up, I open up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in the school, like lit, like everybody's talking to me. Next day, crickets. I walk in a
Really?
room, eyes. Teachers asking for like a participant. I raise my hand, she looking over me. Like this shit like slowly weaned off throughout the month, you know. And as a kid, it was like it was like a reality moment for me. It was like a moment of reality for me, of clarity. I was like, yo, I'm clearly different. Like they're clearly treating me way different.
What'd your teachers look like?
I mean, you know,
Socks on.
you know. But to be real, there were even like some like
Niggas.
like some
Yeah,
black
yeah, for
Hispanic
sure.
teachers
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
you know, if you think about it, you look at it from their perspective. Like the country was telling them Muslims attacked
To not
us,
fuck with them.
Muslims this,
Yeah.
that, and the third, not
Yeah.
rock with them. So since then, that's why I even brought it up. Like the name already strikes at people. They're like, oh, you're Muslim. Like
Right.
it went from where you from to you're Muslim.
Right.
Or this, that, and the third. Because naturally the country's more educated on what being a Muslim is, what the names are,
Right.
all that. But yeah, it sparks conversations and shit. I mean, but Caliph means the same thing of both. Because as a Caliph in Islam, you like the Prophet Muhammad left a message with the Caliphs to lead the people and serve God. So if my first name means to serve God, my last name means I'm from the Mandingo tribe, kings of West Africa. Caliph is both. So that's why I go with Caliph. You know what I mean? Everything's a punchline, you know what I mean? Everything's
This nigga is so profound.
Nigga got
my
scripture.
Everything's
nigga.
an entendre.
My nigga,
Cave scripture shit,
Yo, my
nigga.
nigga,
Like-
I feel like I haven't done anything creative in
Hell
my life.
no,
talking to a
nigga, like
this,
that,
man.
Nah,
nigga.
man. Nah,
This
of course
nigga
you
is
have.
shit.
This whole shit's creative. That's why, you know what I mean? Come and rock with y'all. I love what y'all do out here.
Thank you, bro.
I mean, it's very honest. That's the best thing about it. You know what I mean?
Nah,
Niggas ain't out
word.
here trying to force it, anything, you know?
Word.
Nah.
Yeah.
Word, for real. I appreciate it, man. But anything you want to end off with, man? Because your rapping ass got a rap. Super rapping ass nigga.
Nah, I dig it.
This nigga got a rap.
Yeah, I mean, just like, you know, go check out the website. Safe, the word safe, the number 4, US, world, world, you know what I'm saying? Saveforus.world, you know what I'm saying? We got music on there. We have resources for the community. We also have these shirts there. You can go and help like the youth of your community. And you can also tell kids, anybody that's 25 and under, that's actually starting a small business or has a small business, to reach out to us and like apply. You can go on the same site and apply for the Safe Fund. You know what I mean? That's what's important. And check out the album. It's a mental health album.
Yo,
Top to
amazing
bottom,
album.
you know what I'm saying? Each record is a different emotion, like I said. It just kind of is my roadmap towards like how I got better as a person, dealing with what I was dealing with. And I think people need to like, in our communities, we have a lot of stigmas against that. Like
Right.
working on
Right.
your mental health, even
Right.
opening up about it. And it's like, nah, bro, we passed that. You know what I mean? That's one of the ways they hold us back. They keep
Right.
these stigmas in our neighborhoods that don't exist in theirs.
Right.
So like, let's just get past that, get better, and we can be more leaders in our communities. You know what I'm saying? Run our own shit. You know what I mean?
Killed that.
Well said, brother.
Yeah.
Well
Straight
said,
up.
man. You know we in your corner.
Yes, sir.
My
Appreciate
nigga
you.
Caliph, dog. It's been ill talking to you, my nigga. Now we about to get into these balls, man.
Oh,
CWTFB
nah, but
Radio,
wait,
nigga.
to my fans and the viewers, to everybody,
Oh,
make
yeah.
sure you subscribe. Yo, like, comment, subscribe, like,
Turn
comment.
them notifications
all that.
on.
Do it all.
You know what I mean?
Run it up.
Shout out to our viewership, our YouTube viewership. It's grown tremendously. We having a lot of fun with the platform, man.
They realizing this is all natural, baby.
You know, we having fun with it, and we talking to amazing people. I want people to understand something too, my nigga. Like, we're only as good as our guests. Like, this shit's handpicked. You know what I'm saying? Like, quality.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to you, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep putting on for the state of Mass.
Appreciate
Keep putting on for immigrants everywhere, my nigga. My nigga Caliph, Immigrant of the Year. We
Let's
about
go.
to get some
Let's get it.
motherfucking balls in the
Let's get
building.
some bars.
Let's go.
You know what I mean?